Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. DraftKings Week 7 is in the books, and I'm going to take a look at all the NFL DFS action from Week 7, take a look at what we did in Best Buys on ESPN, how I performed as an analyst. This week, we're going to take a look at my high-stakes tournament lineup, my 150 lineups in the Millionaire Maker, and obviously, I might be burying the lead because I won $25,000 this weekend after a really good Friday night as well, where I was very close to binking an NBA tournament. So we're going to go over all of it. It's been a very good week for me in daily fantasy, and judging from the results and screenshots from our Smiz Gang members in Discord, I cannot believe it. How are you not a channel member here on YouTube? And how are you not in our Discord? Smizzle.tv/Discord. The combination gives you access to all those members only rooms and allows you access to 24 hours a day, having somebody to talk about daily fantasy, NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever it is that you like to play. It's a fantastic community in our partner Discord, and it will help you be a better player by surrounding yourself with other like-minded individuals, whether it's Showdown, whether it's Classic, whether it's any sport. So make sure that you get yourself in there, and the best place to be is in those VIP channels. You got to subscribe, whether on Twitch or you got to be a channel member here on YouTube. But that's how it goes. If you just want to digest the videos, thank you for being here on the second channel. I understand that. My content's free. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the notifications bell, leave me a reply, let me know how you did. And let's hit it.
He's a legend.
We're going to break down Best Buys here in just a second. Before we do, I did want to drop a reminder. If you guys had a good week this week in daily fantasy NFL, if you smashed it this weekend, take a couple of seconds, give a couple dollars every See, look, see K-Dub. See? Just donated $7 to the kids. Another 100% profit donation from Week 7. Not much, but it's something, so I'm going to feed them kids. Every single dollar helps. We're trying to raise $25,000 on the season. We're approaching my next match. Every $5,000 that our community raises, I will match that $5,000 up to $25,000, hopefully totaling $50,000 raised for No Kid Hungry by the end of the year. So thank you guys very much for being a great community and taking part. Let's break down Best Buys. Here's the article over on ESPN Plus. First quarterback. Let's get those emotes flowing in the chest. Tom Brady, smash. 20 of 36 for 211 and 4 touchdowns. They don't really take their foot off the pedal when they get up by a whole lot. 24 DraftKings points. Could have been more. Would have liked it to have been more. Unfortunately, the Bears kept giving him a really short field, and he just kept throwing touchdowns. The quarterbacks that I write up in Best Buys, just so you understand the philosophy that I'm going with, I'm trying to focus on quarterbacks that I feel can win you tournaments with straightforward double stacks this year in Best Buys. Aaron Rodgers, smash. 24.66 DraftKings points, 27 for 35, 274 and 3 touchdowns. Didn't quite get you the bonus. Lamar Jackson, so close to being a smash. He did fine. 15 of 31, was not efficient through the air. 257 and a touchdown. Ran 12 times for 88 for 23.08 DraftKings points. Had like a 50-yard run that would have given him the 100-yard bonus, called back for a hold. Had multiple passes that just missed in this game, and got pulled late as Cincinnati really took over late in this game, which forced him out of the game. If that 50-yard run stays, they probably score on that drive. He gets a little bit more garbage time action. Sharon, thank you very much for the $25 donated. I appreciate that. I'm going to mute the alerts for the rest of this video because I know, I can tell chat's about to act up. Matthew Stafford, he's good, huh? 31.16 DraftKings points, threw for 334, 3 touchdowns on 28 completed passes. He's good. And he stacks very easily. Deadhead Dave, thank you for the $25 donated to No Kid Hungry. Ryan Tannehill, 21 of 27 for 270 yards and a touchdown. Also ran one in for 20.4 DraftKings points. Stacked very well with A.J. Brown coming off of his Chipotle flu, whatever you want to call it. Aaron Jones, I'll take an L here. He missed. I was trying to play him as a hedge off of Devontae Adams in spots. Definitely was a 5-box running back in this spot. 6 for 19, no touchdowns. Caught 5 balls, everyone that was thrown his way, for 20 yards through the air. 8.9 points. Certainly a miss. I'll take that miss. Darrell Henderson, Also a miss. Very unlucky. He had like 2 end zone targets this week, walked away with none of them. Carried the ball 15 times, 45 yards in the ground. Caught 3 of the 6 balls headed his way. His usage was exactly what we predicted it would be. He was just not very efficient on the ground against the Lions, and the Rams were just abusing them through the air every time they got the ball. The Lions did try to play for a lot of keep away in this game. Unlucky they didn't get a touchdown. 9.4 DraftKings points. He's a miss. But if you played him in cash, it didn't matter because like 80% of the people had him in cash because it's the right play. You could have beaten them somewhere else. You used him as a center square for the block. Leonard Fournette, 17 points. He was fine. Didn't smash. Didn't kill you. 15 carries, 81 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches, 4 targets, 9 yards. If his volume sustains on this offense, he's going to be amazing. And then we'll go elsewhere if he's hurt. But right now he's healthy. DeAndre Swift has been outstanding, getting that Alvin Kamara deployment. And that's what I absolutely love about him because he's not priced like Alvin Kamara. He was 6K this week. He had 28.4 DraftKings points. He was a very easy, simple, and straightforward bring back for your Stafford stacks or double stacks. 13 carries, 48 yards, 8 catches on 10 targets, 96 yards and a touchdown. I gotta feel we were unlucky that we didn't get the bonus here. Darrell Williams was a miss because he got scripted out of this game because the Kansas City Chiefs were horribad. They were so terrible. And the game just got completely away from them. And he only got 5 carries, only got 8 touches on the week, but he was on the field for like all the snaps. 5 for 20, 3 of 4 in terms of catches and targets, 30 yards, 8 DraftKings points. Miss there. Cooper Kupp, smash, 40.6 points, 10 catches, 13 targets, 156, 2 touchdowns, pretty much in every week play. DJ Moore caught 6 of 10 balls headed his way for 73 yards for 13.3. Sterling Shepard was injured. Brandon Cooks was a miss, 7.1 DraftKings points because Davis Mills is terrible. 5 catches, 7 targets, 21 yards. He's rarely going to have a touchdown because that offense is bad. Tyrod Taylor coming back this week, and maybe we get a price drop on him as well moving into week 8. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go there. Rashad Bateman, 6 targets, caught 3 of them for 80 yards. He paid off, 11 points. Not great, not bad. Mike Gesicki was a smash. Caught 7 of 8 balls that were headed his way for 85 and a touchdown. 21.5 DraftKings points. Ricky Seals-Jones did what we expected, played all the snaps, ran all the routes, got 7 targets, caught 6 of them, 51 yards, did not get into the box, 11.1 DraftKings points. Dallas Goedert caught 3 of 5 headed his way. Not as much volume as I would have hoped was going to come to him. I was projecting like 6 to 8 targets. He only got 5, so he underperformed here, but made up for it with 70 yards on those 3 catches. 12 points for him. Zach Ertz, rumors of his demise were greatly exaggerated as he took one like 60 yards to the house, caught 3 for 5, 66 yards and a touchdown, 15.9 DraftKings points for less than 4K. Smash. Arizona Cardinals, 11 points. Smash. New York Giants, 11 points. 17 points. Smash. Tennessee Titans for 2,100 against the Chiefs, 17 points. Smash. So how did we do in tournaments this week? This here is the 4th down conversion. This is a $4,444 entry fee tournament. This was my single entry high stakes lineup. I won 20,000 in this one. It was a Stafford double stack. Stafford, Kupp, Van Jefferson. Brought it back with DeAndre Swift. Yes, I'm saying that on purpose. Smith was my one-off. Ridley Gesicki as my play here. And Williams was the unfortunate one-off from the Chiefs. I wanted to have access to the Chiefs offense. That was clearly a mistake. I talked about on the Anti-Tinkercast how I was trying to stuff as much Damian Harris into my lineups as possible. After the Ramondre Stevenson inactive, I pumped up to like 25% across my allocations in the Millionaire Maker, which we'll get to in a second. But I did not have the testicular fortitude to do it in my high stakes single entry lineup. It's a 20-point difference between the two. And I'll let you do the math. That's like the difference between 20K for 9th place and having 203 points and walking away with the whole enchilada for 200K up top. My own mistake. I'm not talking about this retrospectively. You guys know that before lock on the Anti-Tinkercast on Twitch, I'm live 45 minutes right before lock, and I was talking about Damian Harris and why I was switching to him and how I was trying to leverage and all of those sorts of things. So my own lack of huevos in that situation to say, you know what, I'm just going to go with Williams because I feel like I have to have exposure to the Chiefs offense in this spot, ended up costing me, not going with my 5-box running back that I had spoken about on Tuesday of last week on the 5-box running back video. And especially after Stevenson out, ends up costing me $180K, but not complaining because I had a W on the week. As for the Millionaire Maker, here's my lineups in the Millionaire Maker. Another top 100, my 4th top 100 finish on the season in the first 6 weeks. I feel like I have the Millionaire Maker surrounded at this point, and I have to hope that I'm going to keep making good plays and good picks and building these lineups the way that I feel these lineups should be built so that I can overweight the top 1% in the Millionaire Maker. That means if the field has 1% of their lineups in the top 1%, and the top 1% is the top 2,000, right? And I had in the top 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want to give me 8, I had 7 or 8 lineups, depending on how many you think in the top 1% out of my 150 lineups. So I overweighted the top 1%. I had 15% of my lineups in the top 5% of the finishers, and I had 33% of my lineups in the top 10%. That is the goal every single week. Yes, you're going to have to get lucky in order to win the Millionaire Maker. Here's that lineup, by the way. That's my top lineup. You're going to have to get lucky to win the Millionaire Maker. That's just the way that it goes. But you have to put yourself in a position to get lucky week in and week out so that hopefully you have that one play near the end of the game where a guy gets loose and finds his way into the end zone, getting you from here to the top. But you got to keep making those double stacks, bring back secondary stack to get the vast majority of my lineups and keep overweighting that top 1%, 5%, and top 10%. And hopefully I have a breakthrough week. That's really the key. In terms of the cage match, I've won 3 out of the last 3 and 4 out of the last 5. I've finally hit my stride. I took down Derek Carty this week, 151 to 126. If you guys watched that show, we're going to have snowflakes in our lineups. I did pay up for Derrick Henry. It didn't work out. He got Cup. It did work out, but he had Williams and Henderson and Cooks who did not for him. I had Gesicki who went fireworks. I had Waddle because I had Shepard in the original lineup. The only rule for late swapping in this is that if you have a player who is inactive on Sunday because we make the lineups on Wednesday, you can swap out that player for another player for the same or less salary, as much salary as you have remaining or out. Jalen Hurts, 20 plus points every single week. The Smiz Gang tournament was taken down by Deadhead Dave, who you guys saw earlier in the video donate $25 to the kids. Congratulations to him. 223 is an absolutely fantastic score. Stafford, Cup, Higbee, Chase, Marquise Brown secondary, brought back the primary stack. So Stafford triples here, double stack and a bring back with Swift. Damian Harris in that lineup as a one-off, and the island of Foster Moreau. And you could even say there's a little correlation defense to running back. I don't think that this is a correlation, although it gets suggested as one. Narrative wise, it makes sense, right? That, well, if the defense is doing well and they're playing from ahead, then therefore the running back is also getting more narrative wise, it makes sense. In reality, based on like the correlation matrix that actually shows every situation ever, it's like a 0. It's like it's not negatively correlated, but they're just not positively correlated. But if you want to do that, that's fine. England M24, congratulations on second place. Jordan Young, thank you for joining the tournament. Got his 3 entries in. His number 3 got there. Prep Killers, Double J's, Small Potatoes, The Grim Reaper, TWH Twyler. Also, by the way, I believe took down the Spy with his single entry this week. Tom Welsh and Ashton Coates. Big week for the Smiz Gang. I said how I did well. Here's the 30K W that I took down on Friday night in NBA from this weekend. Came in second in this one. 30,000 was won here. As you can see, I had not max. I had 100 entries in the $3 tournament, walked away with $30,000. Just a simple 100x return. I'll take it. Came in second. Unfortunately, first of all, congratulations to Cleveland Phil, who took down first place. Beat me by 0.2. So I had a really good week this week in football and in basketball. And I was one decision away from 200K on the main slate in football. And I was one less turnover in this lineup on Friday night away from 100K in NBA. Like I said, sometimes you have to get lucky. If you're like me and you're looking to save time on NBA, I don't have all the time in the world around lock. I don't have time at lock every single day that I want to play NBA. And I definitely don't have time with all the content that I put out and all my focus being on football and family during the fall to put in the time that I want or need to be successful. But fine folks over at EstablishTheRun.com do have the time between Mike Gallagher and Mike Leone on projections and Drew Dinkmeyer and Andrew Wiggins dealing with the high stakes entries and tournament game theory and everything else. You can consolidate all of their information for less than $10 a week for the NBA season. The in-season package in terms of their DFS package runs through the NBA finals. So you're looking at 30 to 34 weeks for less than $10 a week. If you want to try, if you work a 9-to-5 job and you're like, I want to play daily fantasy NBA, but I don't have the time to grind all and study all the different things, this is a great way for you to get better. We don't have any NBA content on the channel because I can't be putting out that much content. I can't work 17 hours a day. But using our code SMIZLIFE at checkout or using smizzle.tv/ETR, all lowercase letters, will get you 10% off. If you play player props, they have a great package there as well. You can combo them and get $50 off the combination at $449 a season and another 10% using promo code SMIZLIFE. On to the Guillotine League for the 06010 Fantasy Focus podcast at ESPN. I have a couple things that I wanted to talk about here. One, we made it. So we're on to week 8. We have a bunch of players that are on the waiver wire coming into this week. And based on the scoreboard, an interesting thing happened. This is a game theory way to look at these leagues. Now, I go through the week every week, and especially last week with Bymageddon, I noticed that there were a couple of teams that looked like they had a lot of players that weren't going to be in play. Guillotine being one of them. And they did not have a lot of good projections either. They were projecting at 8 points, 8.4, 7.6, 9. So I offered a 3-for-1 trade for Mike Williams. Mike Williams is awesome. Mike Williams was clearly the best player in that trade. Okay? Not doubting any of that. If this is a season-long league where there's no eliminations in play, remember, my record in this league does not matter. It says I'm 2-4, 5th place out of 9. It does not matter. All I gotta be is not last. Okay? As long as you're not last, you move on to the next week. So I believe that my offer was Bobby Trees, Ricky Seals-Jones, and Jalen Waddle, who collectively scored 30, 41 points plus. If we go to the scoreboard, this is not calling out Team Guillotine. It's merely a game theory look. He decided to decline the trade, and that's fair because obviously it's not a trade that's in his favor. But it's a trade that he needed in order to keep playing the game. So yeah, he would have taken an L on the trade, but he still would have been in the league and somebody else would have had his players dropped. And right now he is pretty much guaranteed to be the lowest scoring team. And now Patrick Mahomes is going to be on the waiver wire. Williams, Gaskin, Saquon, Deontay, Mike Williams, Rondale Moore, LaVisca, all going to be on the waiver wire now. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. So thank you guys for joining. We're going to have content 7 days a week on the YouTube channel, on the main channel. Thank you here for watching the recap video. Drop a like, subscribe, leave me a reply. Donate a couple bucks to the kids if you got it. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.